Hey guys, welcome back to the new episode of Guitar Needs. Today I'm covering a topic how to reamp your guitar tracks, bass track, or anything on a creative side. You can do it. It's up to you. I know it's been a while that I have uploaded anything, so because I was busy and I just recently uploaded my new instrumental track, Apollo, to YouTube channel to one of my another YouTube channel. Here it is, the Hammer Productions, and this is my new YouTube track Apollo. If you have time, go and listen to it, and if you like it, please don't forget to subscribe to that channel because I will be keep uploading the stuff which I've been doing it. Okay, so let's get back to the Reamp. I have I opened a project. I loaded a DI track onto it. In this project I have two tracks which you can see voice, which you are hearing me. It's nothing more in it, and a guitar track which is DI. So let me play, and there's a limiter going on just not to clip. Okay, so hear it by yourself how the clean DI sounds like. Yes, it sounds brutal, right? By clean DI, now you can suppose when it comes to I will put the reamp to this guy to a amplifier, then it sounds more huge. So what it is exactly what I'm gonna do. The reamp can be done in two ways: the modern way, which everybody is using nowadays, a classic way. The classic way is like you need to have a reamp box and you need to have a amplifier, nice amplifier to do that. But today I will be covering a modern way, which will be to reamp through plugins. Okay, so let's start. What I will do and how I'm gonna do it, and how I will make it sound huge. The first thing is the most important thing, that you need to have a very nice DI signal. Okay, because you might have seen some people which have signal like this, then expect they sound like they want the signal to sound like a huge, right? It cannot be done. Now you can see by yourself difference, right? So it's not that ideal. I think the first thing is like, now this is the signal. Look at that in a more zoom way. Everything. See, it sounds huge because of this signal only. And you can see there's another way. I have seen many audio tracks which have like scenes like this. You can see now they are clipping. It's not good at all. If you're gonna reamp it, it will sound shit. Believe me. I'm so sorry for my word, but it will do. Okay, so that's not a good sign as well. So first thing is always to capture a nice DI signal if you really want to make your guitar sound huge. Okay, so here we have, now you heard it, now I will reamp it in a modern way, like using plugins. Firstly, I won't favor, I know many people have different plugins with themselves, they might be using it different, so it's up to you, which whatever you have in your stocks, you can use it. You can use a stock plugin of Logic as well. So let's use this and let's see how it sounds like. So here it is. Let me put the reverb off. It sounded like a bass. I think it sounded like a bass to me. Isn't it? So let's use another modern rock. So let's see. Nah, doesn't sound good. So this is where it comes to play with whatever you like. If you have a nice, I mean, there is no like end result for this. I mean, in what sense I'm saying is, no, it's up to you. It's very subjective which plugin you like to go with. So let's do it. I will do it amplitude way. So let's do it. Here I have. So let me use a dual rectifier. I really like dual rectifier, Mesa sound. So I'm Just getting down a level a bit here. So let's see. I need to do it more because it's clipping. And that sounds good. But now you can see it. If you have read a manual of this, like Amplitude, any manual of any plugin, they always say what is the sweet spot. The sweet spot is where there is a yellow, which your peak see. It's not touching it, so it's not a sweet spot of an amp. So let's put it. Let's make it. That's good. That's now it's going there, right? So let me gain it down a bit here. There it is, right? Sounds good immediately. Okay, so now you can hear it. But that I think the punch is missing in it. So it has a bass which is very flabby. I think it's not that tight enough. So let's do one trick, which many people are doing it. Producers doing it for a while. What to do is always put overdrive pedal in front of your amp, and it will make it much more brutal. You just see it. So we are going for overscream, nothing. Just I loaded default. Let's see here the sound. In compared to this, if we put it off, boom, instant magic, right? So here you can see it and hear it as well. Right. So now we have a signal which has an amplifier on it. So what we want to do is like we will make it a one track. Okay. So how to do it? That is send this guy to a bus. Okay. But before you do that, always make an audio track first. I'm in a Mac, so I'm gonna use a shortcut key to make an audio track. So I'm Reamp, and I will put this Reamp input to a bus 1. Okay, and make sure it's mono. And I'm gonna send this input to a bus 1. So what if you wanna play it, it will not play because it's coming through now this. The moment you input this, okay, sounds good. So I just want to make it like let me compile this and make it a one track. So what to do is check first your buffer size. If you have larger, it will come up with a latency onto it. So try to avoid that. Have to okay. So try to avoid it and try to be more in a less way. Okay, so let's now do it. Record it and boom. Okay, so now you can hear it. See it. We have two tracks. First is DI. Nothing happened to that. And we have an amp here, which is a mesa tone. I would like mesa tone. So we can see it. Now if you mute this guy, and now you can pan it this side, and you can pan this side as well. Okay, it's a mono, so you can do anything. That's the only reason why I said always put it on a mono first. Okay, so now you could check the DI, but make sure you are removing that out of. Okay, so sorry, I just muted accidentally. Okay, now what you can do is just here the DI track. It's an original state. We didn't do anything. We'll put off. And if you don't like the tone of Mesa, we can always go back and reamp to anything. Whatever plugin you have in your pocket or stocks, use it and do it.